assurance that we will see him on the other side. You see, last year, Roosevelt dedicated his life to the Lord and was baptized. Rest in peace, my dear brother. Walk good till we meet again.
Hi everybody, good afternoon. My name is Wesley Fox. I would think Roosevelt and myself was best friend. I met him like 22 years ago. And if it was opposite sex, you would say that it was love at first sight. First night I met him, the very first night I met him, went out, that was in Ocharias. I can't remember what time we went out, but we came back in the morning, daylight. Following day, he and his wife and sister that took me to Don River. That's the first time I've been to Don River. And I know quite a few places in Jamaica just through Castro. I don't know why our two people get on so good. I don't know because maybe we were the same month. I was born the 11th, he born the 16th. I don't know. But our bond was very, very strong. He's the best friend I had, and maybe I was the best friend I had. We were so close. You can't tell, trust me. We were very tight. I remember going to Jamaica once, and he didn't tell me that we were on a trip. The trip was leaving from St. Catherine, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, back to Kingston. And all this was paid for. When we get to the Pope, where is it again?
Port Antonio.
With Port Antonio. I said, Cass, I must you know. He said, well, when you in my company, you don't spend a penny. I take care of you. If I go to Jamaica on a Saturday morning, he picks me up and he's taking me to a nice place uptown for breakfast. I usually go early. And a Sunday, if I'm available, he's taking me to Elsa Beach for fish. He's not a drinking man, but he's making sure he takes something for me to drink. You know what I like. He takes everything for me. If he don't pick me up, then he send his wife to pick me up. He was a wonderful man. He came here about 2:12, and he gets sick about 2:30, and he called me, where did you make and come back? He said, where's it? Well, I never fell back, you know. He said, Cass. And then we get to lift him. Okay, he used to lift about 200 pounds. I said, start weightlifting, man. I said, check a chiropractor. So I recommend him to a chiropractor. And that didn't help. And it happened like December 2013, that I know he had a bad disease. And from that time until last Sunday, I was at his side, maybe daily. Sometimes he spent some time in the hospital and I would be like, right across the road, like, sometimes 3 times a week. His wife don't know, my wife don't know. But if I go in the morning and he's sleeping, I leave him and I go back. I'm not working. He got lots of friends, but I'm not working like at the time. If I go to the hospital, he's sleeping, I will leave him. Then I go back in the day, if he's awake, I say, guess what you want to eat, man? Well, we don't know, you know, boy, anything. And I'll mention a few different things, and they say, yes, I have that. Then I'll go and get it for him and bring it back. If I take the chemo, I take him to a friend's house or take him to a garden club. I keep him occupied the best I could at all times. Just keep his mind occupied. It happened that last Saturday night I went to see him and then he wasn't doing too well, so we decided to take him to the hospital right across over there. Sunday morning I went back to see him and then I went back to see him on Sunday morning and then he wasn't doing too well. So when I was leaving, I left about 11:30. I said, Cass, this is ready. Shirt behind. And I put my right hand over and over my left hand and he screamed tight. That's about 11:30. And then about 12:30, how he has gone. This is one of the most, I can't really tell you how good, the friendship we had. It was so tight, as in, I don't know. It must be the will of God because I was here to take care of him. He got lots of friends, but I wasn't working, so I had lots of time to take care of him. I'm glad he was my friend, and I hope one day we'll meet in heaven. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Will Miss Carol Martin Spit please come forward?
Hi, what can I say about a friend? A boss that could get me to the grammar clean. Today I read a pre-written tribute from Sagapur Bank. On behalf of Sagapur Bank, we want to extend our sincere condolences to Roosevelt's wife, Ellen, his children, Theo, Dan, and Zach, families and friends. Roosevelt was a true career banker. He was employed to work as bank as a teller, fresh out of high school, and he worked his way up the corporate ladder into the branch management, a position he held until he left. Roosevelt managed several branches during his tenure at the bank. His staff saw him as a hard taskmaster who worked as hard and expected the same of his staff. But although he stretched his staff to the limit, he was very caring and would go the extra mile, not only for his staff, but also for his clients. He was very dedicated, resourceful, and always sought out ways to improve the welfare of staff and client, ultimately to the benefit of the bank. He was very strident in his commitment to quality service delivery. No wonder some of his clients made the move with him every time he was transferred to a new location. His staff members remembered his trademark, his laugh, his signature, and it was said that he never entered a room quietly, as he was always preceded by his great big laugh. Although the organization he started out with had its name changed several times, Roosevelt's contribution did not change, and his work ethics was more than remarkable. Energy, commitment, integrity are all words that capture the image of Roosevelt. Our former colleague noted his biggest strength was that he was a positive thinker. So no matter what was happening around him, he saw every obstacle as an opportunity. He was very sharp in his attire, and there were occasions when he walked into the bank in suspenders, without belt of course. And while this was not a tradition at the workplace, his confidence sold the look. He was very self-assured, but not obnoxious. Roosevelt was technology savvy, and his peers in credit relate areas which oftentimes took him to create computer programs to enhance their job and make their lives easier. He was a proud Kiwanian, and his adherence to the tenants was visible at the workplace. Whenever there was a Kiwanis fundraiser, Roosevelt would literally send tickets to all his peers with an appealing notion and indicating that additional tickets were available if needed. And you can bet your bottom dollar this appeal was so effective that most persons supported. There is no doubt that Roosevelt's passing has left many sad and empty. But let us not grieve his death. Let us celebrate his life. Let us all think back on how he lived his life and be grateful that we were given the opportunity to have worked with him or simply to have known him. And although much too short, this was a life well lived. he will be missed by many, but never will he be forgotten by those who were fortunate enough to have known him. You have played your innings well. Sleep in eternal peace, my friend Roosevelt.
Leroy Palmer, please come forward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leroy Palmer, as you have seen on your program, and I am a past president of the Kiwanis Club of Spanish Town in Jamaica. I was compelled to come here because of the relationship we have. It is not one of the things that I am facing with joy, it is one of the things I'm facing with sorrow. My brothers in Jamaica, they are congregated as we speak, and they are watching the feed. One just called me to say that while I sat there while the lady was speaking, the last lady, that we are not speaking in the telephone, so they're not hearing it, and they're anxious, they want to hear, and hence I pull up the phone. I was directed to. All right? I wish, on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Spanish Town, St. Catherine, Jamaica, to pay tribute to one of our respected colleagues and stalwart, distinguished President Roosevelt Chambers, popularly known to us as Castro. Sometimes I try to put a meaning to his nickname, and I came up with being a stern person. As Kiwanan, and especially in our club, we are first and foremost friends. And as friends, we fulfill the bond of friendship wherever we are in the world. Our club, friendship with Castro, has continued throughout personal and extended contact between us, and even Roosevelt migration was like we were still together. But let us begin at the beginning. In the mid-1990s, after serving the bank community for many years, Roosevelt was installed as manager of the bank in Spanish Town and became a banker to many of us in the community, including many Kiwanians, his beloved friends, such as Leroy Dallas, who went to school with him from the early ages, and a few others insisted that he is the best banker they have ever encountered. Kiwanis was an awesome channel for helping the less fortunate. And he was committed to get these children to smile whenever we go on projects. He was the sort of person to hug elderly people irrespective of their attire.